After watching this video, you will know exactly what S.M.A.R.T framework is, how to use it, and how can it be beneficial for your company. Stick around. Hi, I'm Dr. Bart and I'll be your product management teacher. Today, we'll be looking at the S.M.A.R.T framework. The S.M.A.R.T framework is a methodology that you can use to improve user experience (UX) in your product. It helps companies to evaluate any aspect of the user experience using 5 user-centric metrics. The S.M.A.R.T framework can be applied to the whole product or to any single feature, and it will always give you similar results. To use it, you will need the matrix that you can see now on the screen. With it, you will be able to evaluate the user experience of the upcoming change or the product and hopefully measure business impact. In fact, it's something that you can share with your data team to help you prepare the dashboards that will measure the expected change and the metrics you have selected to evaluate your product. So let's now look at the acronym S.M.A.R.T from the S.M.A.R.T framework and what does it mean. H stands for happiness, where we want to estimate how the users will feel about our product. This can be used by things like surveys, NPS, app ratings, reviews, and other means where the user evaluates this particular aspect or the whole product. E stands for engagement. How often will people be coming back to the product? This can be measured by things like visits per week, per month, the session length, the number of photos uploaded or songs listened, this kind of the usage metrics. Next, A, adoption. How many people that came to your product became a long-term user? This can be measured by the percentage of people who completed the onboarding process or people who started the product and had any activity for a week or month or 6 months, depends on your product. R stands for retention. It's similar to engagement and is the percentage of users that come back to your product. It can be measured in churn. Finally, T for task success. You want to answer the question whether the users can achieve their goal quickly and effectively. This can be measured by things like efficiency, effectiveness or error rate, or simply usage or successful usage. Now that you know the matrix, you know the acronym, how to use this framework actually. Step 1, set goals. You need to write what you want to achieve with said product or feature in the context of any of the acronym's letters. And please don't focus on more than 3. If you are having problems selecting the right user metric, Aditi Bhargava, the UX researcher at Google, suggests to ask the following question. What do you want the customer to tweet about after using your product? Step 2, define signals. You need to connect the user to a goal. Those will be the actions that will be measured by metrics, but you have to first name those actions. And finally, step 3, choose metrics. Those will be the metrics that will measure your signals and get you towards your goal. Now, to illustrate that, let me show you the matrix field for a feature that we recently launched with Skype, Twin Cams. This is a feature where you can send basically 2 video feeds. One your main, say your face, and the other one from your mobile phone to showcase your pet or, for example, help other people learn to play piano by both streaming your face and the piano keys. So let's look at the matrix. The goal for happiness is that the user is happy sharing video from the other camera. The signal here will be that the users are having fun while sharing, for example, what their pet is doing. That can be measured using NPS for the calling experience. Engagement is users that are using twin cams. Signal here will be that the users use this feature often and for a long amount of time. The metric here can be the number of usage of twin cams or the average time of the session for that feature. Now, for adoption, we can select the goal of user discovering the feature. The signal will be that the users find twin cams and use it for the first time. And the metric will be the number of users that use twin cams for the first time in the last 28 days. Retention. The goal for retention will be that the user who discover twin cams stayed with Skype longer. Signal will be the activity period, and as metric will measure days the users are active on Skype with and without the use of twin cams. Thus, the use of this feature increase the customer retention or not. Finally, task success. User successfully connected to the second camera. The signal here will be that no errors happened and that Skype detected second video source from the user, so the feature was successfully launched. And finally, for metrics, we'll see how many of the twin cam sessions were successful and how many bugs, errors that we notice. So that's all you really need to know to use the S.M.A.R.T framework. If you'd like to become a better product manager, a great one in fact, and learn much more about product management, be sure to check out my Udemy and Skillshare courses. Links are in the description, and I hope to see you in my next video. See you then.